Hello, hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Isaac, can you hear me?
We are live now. We are live now.
Yeah, Mr. David, can you hear me now? We are live right on the global company page. All right, and everybody joining us, we want to welcome you to this amazing section. Today's show is targeted towards smart investors, how to become a smart investor in real estate. So, for everyone listening to this, you are either a smart investor or you are not an investor. Because the truth of it is, if you are not a smart investor, you will think investment is scam. All right. And secondly, if you are not a smart investor, you will as well discover that you only have little to show for your investment. Okay, so we have people who are doing investments, giving them some reasonable amount of returns. We have some who the kind of investment they have done is not yielding the kind of profit they wanted. So to be a smart investor is the kind of investor that always invests in a system that gives a reasonable return, a measurable return of investment, while he or she minimizes his risk. So that's what we are here to actually discuss, and we'll be doing that in subsections with our some of our property, and the one we are focusing on today is Abeokuta Berry Polo Estate, Abeokuta. For those who doesn't know that we are in Abeokuta, it's time for you to take advantage of Abeokuta. Abeokuta is a strategic location, and I have my live inspection Mr. right on the field is right at Berry Polo Estate, Abeokuta, in person of Mr. David, but is having a network issue right now. So I believe he's going to be joining us soon so that he can tell us the advantage of investing in that particular location as a smart investor. All right. So hopefully before you join us, I will just talk briefly about our topic and then we're going to push from there. If you have been following us well, you will understand that Dr. Stephen, who is our GMD, General Group Manager and Director for Gtext Homes, he has taught quite a lot on the essence of being a smart investor. All right, you don't just want to own land. Owning land in different locations doesn't make you a smart investor. All right, so it's important for you to understand what being a smart investor is. For instance, I do crack a joke. If you own land in Pluto right now, you are not a smart investor. And there are some locations in Nigeria that are like Pluto related. All right, it's just like having land in a location where development is not going to come for the next 20 years. That's not smart. So having 100 plot of land doesn't make you a smart investor. Having it with a well calculated advantage, all right, putting some necessary things in place to make sure you have a high return on that investment is what makes you a smart investor. So we have people who have partnered with Gtext Home, for instance, and then they just came back to our office smiling, all right, just smiling. And we asked them what happened. They say, sir, the land I bought 2 years ago is now double of that price, is now triple of that price. Yes, we say that's what Gtext Home stand for, because we are a smart investment company. We don't just do real estate. We sell a vision, and the vision make it strategic enough for anybody who's going to be partnering with us to buy into the strategicness of our location, of our property, and the kind of returns the people there is going to be having. So we have property across Nigeria. For those who are just hearing us for the first time, we have across the country. We have in Abeokuta, we have in Port Harcourt, we have in Lagos, in different parts of Lagos, both on the highland and the mainland. We have in Ogun State, um, we have at Songo Atota area, we have at Ibadan, Lagos Expressway, we have at Ibadan Monia, we have um, we have in different locations in Abuja, Lugbe, Abuja, Kurudu, Abuja. So these are locations where we are definitely giving our investors a high return on investment. And that's what makes you a smart investor. When you see a company that is as smart as this, you want to key into that company, and in such way, you're going to be having such smart experience as a smart investor. All right, but of course, there are a whole lot of things to consider when you want to do investment, you want to be a smart investor. There are quite a number of things to consider. One is the genuinity of the company. All right. If you check banks in Nigeria, you want to check, we have banks that have been on for years, donkey years now. All right. Okay, let's just use First Bank as an instance. If you want to do any transaction with a bank, I know you won't want to just open with a bank that just opened yesterday or start their operation yesterday. You want to look for their credibility. You want to see how long they've been in market. The credibility of the company matters. The longevity of the company also matters. It's not that they've just started the company yesterday, because it takes time to prove track record. So for smart investor, you want to have a partnership with a firm or a system, because investing outside what you know is a high risk if you don't have these things ticked out. So you must first tick that box of credibility. All right. Secondly, how do you check that credibility? Is now by one, longevity. You want to check how long have they been operating. How long have they been operating? Secondly, you want to check what is their cycle, their reach, their network. All right, what's the reach of their network? How many people are they covering? Okay. Also, you want to check their visibility. Very important. Their visibility. How visible are they on social media? Is it just a group of people who are doing audio sales? When you just give audio to people, there's no location, there's no track record. When you go to their social media page, you want to check how long have they been existing. You want to check for their history. You want to check those things. That is one of the careful things you must do as a smart investor. You don't want to just put your money carelessly in a place where they promise you huge ROI. Okay, it is important. You check the longevity. All right, we are doing what is called credibility check. We want to check the longevity. We want to check their visibility. All right, we want to check their network reach. Okay, we have companies who doesn't have network reach at all. All right, you check the people within their reach. You just have probably 5 followers here on Instagram, have like 100 followers on Facebook. No, you don't want to do business with that kind of company who doesn't have such credibility. You can support them, but you don't want to put your money there. You won't be a smart investor in that way. All right. So another thing you want to check is the face of the company. Face of that company. Who is the face of the company? Is he an hidden face? So in First Bank, for instance, they didn't pay me for advert, but I'm just using it as an instance. You have people like Madam Ibukun Awoshika. She's always out there. All right. You could see her face. All right. Always out there. All right. You want to check the face of the company. Also, you want to check what are the influencers, all right, of this company. Who are the partners? I think that's another word I could use. The partners, people who have partnered with this company before now. All right. You don't want to put your money where you have not seen any face of any credible people partner with that company. All right. So when you see Those things, you see partners of the company, you see the face of the company, which most times it's going to be probably the founder of the company, the MD, GMD of the company, and all that. You want to see who is representing them and what is the standpoint of the face of the company, and the leader of the company. You want to check the credibility. At times, the face of the company might not be the founder, all right? But you now want to do your own research as well to check who is the founder of the company and the credibility of the founder. The founder of the company and the credibility of the founder. You want to do that check as well, all right? And also, you want to do the check of the testimony. What are the testimony or the testimonial? We call it social proof. The testimonials that has been generated from people. So you see, go online, you could make this research online. Then you want to check if they have a physical location. All right, it's important. Then you want to check also what are the things they are having in plan, their long-term vision or the vision of the company, So these are things put together that will actually help you in making smart decisions. All right. So having said that, we just add one more: the backup of the company. The backup of the company. All right. This backup is in different ways. You want to check what is the worth of this company. All right. If this company worth $200 million, all right, $100 million, worth billions of dollars, then it's reasonable enough to want to do, business with that kind of company. So, Mr. David, you're welcome back. I was talking about Can you hear me, Mr. David? Can you hear me? I want to be sure you can hear me. I think he's having serious network issue. So right now, it is important you put these things in place. You must have these things checked out. So when it comes to capital backup, is important. All right, capital backup. That's what we call the net worth of the company. Capital backup, and then you want to also check what is called, all right, the tangible asset backup. Tangible assets backup. All right. So this is, I'm just going to stop here, and then I'm going to analyze this a little further while I wait Mr. David to join us briefly. Okay, so in a company like Gtext Homes, one of the things you discover about this company, if you do your research or you're just meeting us for the first time, all right, is that our credibility can be checked everywhere. Anywhere you want to check it, you can check that credibility everywhere. All right, it is important. And checking the longevity of the company, you want to check how long has this company been in existence. The company has been in existence for 14 years. The real time phase of our GMD launching this business, getting committed to this particular vision, all right, has been 14 years. And that 14 years has its own story. Okay, you're talking about a man who turned 1,000 naira bulk SMS company, all right, started by himself, to a multi-billion naira company. What do you think about that? For 14 years. That's a long-time track record. The average shutdown of most companies in Nigeria is between 3 to 5 years, even if they have to scale up to just meet that 3 years. Okay, so we have the longevity trackable and is dependable. You could depend on that this company has 14 years of experience, all right, and they've scaled through, not just 14 years of being down, no, it's 14 years of moving from a higher height to another higher height. We have different things that have been done within the company between then and now, and of course, Gtext Holding keeps on going stronger. The real estate arm of Gtext Holdings is 7 years. Of course, 7 years is not a small thing. All right. And talking about the history, the estate we started with is Ikorodu. and it was then 5 years ago, about 4 5 years ago, selling for 750,000 naira. That's the real estate arm of Gtext Holding. But now it's selling for 12 million naira. Okay, for those who want to buy into that, we can actually give you a discount on that if you are interested. However, it is important to check this longevity. We are just telling you what we've done. And when we started that particular estate, the sale of that estate, because we call it Sapphire Water City, there was no road that links straight to the estate. There was water, all right? So, everywhere. We have to, and there's an estate within an estate. We have to tell people, look at, that's our estate, that place, behind that place. Okay, but now we've done so much within that estate when it comes to creating road to that location. In fact, the last time I was there, I saw people who are trying to take advantage of the development we are putting in that location. That was not a barrier, because what we want to do, what we want to achieve, is to invest in our estate to the point that the environment also gets civilized and they take advantage of our presence. So it's going to improve the location and the citizens, those people living in that community, all right, as well. So these are the things we do. Okay, we have the legitimate arm checked, the credibility part of the company checked. Mr. David, you are welcome. You're welcome. Can you hear me? I think your network is very bad. All right, so you talk about the legitimate test of the company, the credibility part of the company. I've talked about the longevity. I've talked about the visibility. All right, so let me talk a little more about the visibility. The visibility of Gtext Home is everywhere online. You can just go to Gtext Home, type it anywhere, type it on Google. You check it, bring it out. You won't see it on the 58th page of Google. No, you see it on the first page. You can check our Facebook handle, our Instagram handle, our Twitter handle, our LinkedIn handle, and all our handles. You can just go and type Gtext Home or Gtext Holdings, and it's going to bring details of these ads. Now, network reach, we reach thousands of people, not just within Nigeria. In fact, 80% of our investors are in diaspora, And what does that tell you? The credibility of, when you see diaspora, people in diaspora invest in the company, they've done a whole lot of research. They've actually carried out their test. They don't just do things blindly. There's protocol to things. All right. So that's what one of the guarantees. You see, when you want to know if a country is doing well, one of the ways you test if a country is doing well is by observation around their terminal, their airports. Because in the airport, you see people moving in and moving out of the country. If you see more of white people in the airport, all right, coming into the country, or people who are foreigners coming into the country, you will know that country is doing well. All right? If you see them more than the citizen of that nation, you know that company is doing well. So when you see international investors, people who are not within the country, investing within the company, in the country, that shows that company is doing well. All right? But when you see that most of the people living that country are also people staying, citizens of that country are trying to rush out. And also, foreigners are very scanty. It's a sign that that country is not really doing well. Okay? Question the safety of the company, question the different things in the country. But here we have 80% of our investors being people in diaspora. All right? We have people in Nigeria and all that. That gives you the feel that this company is pushing an international vision. All right? Something global. And that's what we are doing. All right, our vision is by 2035, we want to have 200 estates and 25,000 homes built. So we have people who have seen the vision with us, Green and Smart Estate, all right, and they are investing in it. All right, so network reach has been talked about, and then I want to talk about the face of the company. All right, so here, the face of our company is no other than our GMD. Not only him, however, is always out there. That's why I could talk about that. He's always out there. You can go on Facebook and check him. All right. He's also a Forbes member. He's the African most sought after investment coach. You can Google that. Just Google Dr. Stephen Akintayo on Google, and you see it. Africa most sought after investment coach. Also a Forbes member. He has a track record. He has authored 37 books. All right, and I can't wait for his next book, Billionaires Land Bankers. All right, I can't wait for that because those are smart. Those are smart set of people, billionaires, land bankers. You can't find a smarter person. No more than that. And the secret with all these top people that you think are not doing real estate is that they do it secretly. Don't forget, the topic is how to become a smart investor in real estate. That's our topic. All right. So I don't know if Mr. Farouk, Mr. Jimo, you have video of one of our estates, Abeokuta. I would love to play it shortly. So why just complete my discussion on checking credibility for smart investors. All right. The next one I will talk about is partners. People you have seen partner with us. You have partner with Evangelist Ebenezer Obey, ex-president Obasanjo. We have partners with Chief Dele Mohamodu. We have partnership with Grant Cardone. Those are people who are recognized and they are identified with the company. We have Les Brown. We have international partners. We have meetings within and outside Nigeria. If you check our page, you'll find when the GMD has a meeting with Dr. TD Jakes. So within and outside the country, we have people who have come to identify with the company. And we have a whole lot of people who have also come to be the face of the company. People like Mr. Macaroni and the like. So you can go online and just check. These are people who have identified with the company. All right. Also, we've talked about our founder and the credibility of our founder. Now I want to talk about the testimonials. All right. I was sharing one before now. Okay. About the woman who bought a plot and then came back to the office and was smiling. And the only regret she had is, I wish I bought more wine. Okay. These are testimonies, and you can find our testimonies online. You can find on our pages. You see it there. And you see those who invest with us in cash, they also have their own money are being sent to us. So we have it. Physical location. All right. We have physical location in London, in the UK, in Dubai, Nigeria. All right. Our international headquarters is in Dubai. Our national headquarters in Nigeria is in Banana Island. All right. Number 309. Close. 309 close. Banana Island, Ikoyi. Banana Island. You can check it and we have mainland office number 25A Lola Street, and we have our company offices, branches in Abeokuta, Port Harcourt, Abuja. We have at Ibadan, all right, and we have at Asaba. So you can see that we are not just doing something hiddenly. You could easily walk into our offices and make your findings. All right. We also have the vision, which I've talked about. The vision, where is the company going? We have a vision of having 200 estates. We already have close to 30 estates right now, and we believe that within now and the next few years, 2035, we're going to have 200 estates within and outside the country. All right, leading green and smart combination estates in Africa. All right, so we have backup. Our company backup is huge. All right, the company runs in hundreds of millions of dollars. All right, hundreds of millions of dollars. So these are tangible facts you can work with as a smart investor. The last thing I will talk about is our tangible asset. So for anyone investing with us, we have our properties in about 30 locations in Nigeria. Is that not amazing? That's huge. about 30 locations in Nigeria. What does that tell you? Meaning, if you could invest, if you want to invest with this company, all right, your investment is safe. So having said all this, you want to consider the kind of investment you should do with this kind of company. It's not something small, all right? Our estate in Ibeju was selling for 1.5 million 3 years ago. Is now selling 15 million naira 3 years ago. That's 1,000% increase. Okay, 1,000% increase. Mr. David, you're welcome. Can you hear me? You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Finally, you're back. All right. So we've been talking about how to become a smart investor in real estate, and of course, we've
So
been
can you hear
waiting for
me?
you. Yes, I can hear you. It's better now. Very much better now.
All right, all right. I
All
had to
right.
move
So,
somewhere closer to where
okay.
the
All right. So,
network
how is
is a bit
Abeokuta today?
better.
How is Abeokuta? What's going on over there?
That's why I'm here. So I would love to have shown yeah. Come with it.
Can you hear
Hello.
me? Yes, yes. I'm with you now. I can hear you now. Hello, are you there? All right. While we wait for him, I think the network in that area seems very bad. Okay, I think he's having issue with his network. So without further ado, I would just like to introduce, this estate to you. Our estate in Abeokuta is an amazing location for smart investor. You want to consider, all right, investing in Abeokuta. You can't regret in investing in any of our property. And for those who have invested with us before, we want to expand your investment even to Abeokuta. So quite a lot to say about, Beryl Polo Estates, Abeokuta, is being considered to be a smart and green estate. And what do we mean by smart? Smart is an estate where the buildings and the operations of that estate is run technologically, all right? It's upgraded enough for people to have easy access to life and any other thing they want to do in their abode. For instance, let's say you are going to enter your home and then you you are tired from work, or you came back very fit from work, you're not tired, all right, and you don't just want to go through the stress of going to on AC, opening stuff and all that. You could easily sit down and give a command to your TV to be on, to your gadget to be on, your light to be on, and all that. Or probably you want to have a visitor and the person is already at your door, but you are out already. You could easily control your house door to be open to that person, just by a command from your voice. All right. Also, you want to consider, you want to consider a location where you could have CCTV camera doing general watch of different location of that building, right? Also, you want to consider the green aspect. The green is the energy aspect, bringing energy, natural energy to that location. So it means that instead of you buying generator, okay, which is one of the most selling stuff in Nigeria. Now everybody wants to get a gen because of the power issue, the electricity issue in Nigeria. So that prevents you from spending unnecessarily on gen. We are going to be providing 24 hours light in that estate. And how are we going to do that? By doing a conversion of your waste supported by solar system. We want to do that and generate electricity for that estate. All right, and to have an environment that is cool enough, green enough to breathe in the freshness that of that environment, atmosphere. That all. So that's what we call green and smart, basically just a summary. And it is the first of its kind luxury estate along Lagos Abeokuta Expressway. That location resting with us along Lagos Abeokuta Expressway should be one of your next consideration because of the strategicness of that property. The property is lying between the hidden treasure of the Allied Society in Ogun State. Of course, you know Abeokuta is an Allied Society in Ogun State, and is surrounded by various facilities like libraries, hospitals, tech hubs, schools, clinics, which also connect you to the community of high network individuals, businesses, opportunities, and many more. So that is a strategic location for anyone considering investment with us. You want to have the feel of that environment that can connect you to businesses, connect you to opportunities. So we have there over 50 acres at Berry Polo Estate. For those who want more than 2 acres, 3 acres, we have it enough for you to get. All right. So if you are going to be buying into that estate, these are the neighborhoods you should know about. We have Muhammadu Buhari Estate. Okay, that's very close to our estate. We have the Ogun Tech Hub. These are neighborhoods. We call them landmarks. You want to consider when you are making a deliberate effort in putting your money where it is going to work for you optimally. All right, we have the governor's office not far from our location. We have Obasanjo Hilltop Estate, all right, very close to our estate. We have um, Obasanjo Presidential Library, all right, which is very close to that estate as well. So these are estates advantage. These are estate advantage. The location is not missing in strategicness. It's very strategic. So when you get to Abeokuta along Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, all right, you have that an amazing property being there. So it's just along that expressway, and that's an added advantage. All right, so guaranteed benefit, including all that has been said. All right, including the location that this property is. All right, general benefits of Gtext, what will bring and add more to this environment. All right, to as our estate is coming to this environment, what we use in adding more to the environment, which are going to be the benefits within our estate, is well secure gated estate, right? We have high speed internet. Okay, we have immediate allocation. If you are buying into that estate now, we have immediate allocation. We have quick return on investment. Is appreciating so fast because the more we push this estate and people buy into it, the more the prices increase so that we can use those investment, those purchases to develop that property and put these things in there. Okay, so we have quick return on investment and we have residential benefit like recreational centers, facilities, and good access roads. It's also a service plot, meaning when you have a building in that estate, you can easily just connect your pipe to the centralized sewage system and likes. And then it is easier instead of you trying to dig, sock away and all that. So you don't have to put yourself in the stress of that. Okay, so the title of this property is C of O, and the plot there is 400 square meter. All right, and we have immediate allocation. Don't forget if you are buying into that property. Right now, that property is going for 10 million naira. 10 million naira. Of course, to me, personally, though, I work in the company, but at times I feel the prices of these estates are too cheap. They are just too cheap. Okay? They are too cheap. For anyone who understands what we are putting in place, you will know these are reasonable amount to put into investment. Okay, but we have an offer ongoing for anyone who wants to buy into this estate now. You could pay as little as 50% off just for today. So paying 5 million naira into this estate, you can secure a plot. And if you want to buy more than a plot, you want to get 6 plots, that's an acre and above, we have amazing offer for you. All right, that can go for 4 million naira. If you are buying more, we can consider giving other offer for you. So I've given you this, and for those who might want the estate coordinate, you can just reach out to the number scrolling on your screen, and then we're going to have a chat with you. So I don't know if you have questions. For you who are smart investors, you want to take advantage of this. After talking about the credibility of having a safe investment with Gtext Homes based on the credibility of the company, you want to consider having your investment secured in this of our property, in various of our property. But most importantly for today, we are giving this offer just for Abeokuta. There's no discount ongoing. Our discount ends yesterday, but we are giving this discount for Abeokuta. So if you are buying into it, considering that offer, wow, see your vote, considering the offer, the green and smart, you are putting in place the road network. There's nobody who has house there that the road won't link to your plot. No, everybody who is going to be having property, you have a proper network road to your plot. All right, so these are the things we are giving you to our smart investors. So you want to take advantage of this right now. And the number to call is 08026193224. I'm going to repeat that again, 08026193224. So if you have any question, I want you to ask your question. We love to have your question in case you have any question. Is there any question? Let us know. All right, we just love to entertain some of the question for those who will be having question. Show we couldn't have our site inspector join this meeting because of network issue. I think he's having personal network issues. So I have to take a question if there's any question. All right. Anybody having question? We'd love to have your question. There's no time.
Place out of the hustle and bustle of Lagos, then Abeokuta is
Right,
where
so
you should be looking at.
We just have a video that. You can see that. Yes, look at the expression just passing by.
Welcome to Beru Polo Estate, Abeokuta. This beautiful piece is lying along Shagam Abeokuta Expressway. And some of the amazing landmarks to this estate include President Muhammadu Buhari Estate, Obasanjo Hilltop Estate, Ogun State Tech Hub, and lots more. Remember, owning a service plot here automatically makes you a member of the Polo Club. All you have to do to secure a slot is to call the number showing on your screen, and I'll be waiting to receive your call. Thank you.
Gtext Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you build your future.
Build your future. Amazing, amazing. So you've seen what the estate looks like, and also there's a polo course that will be in that estate for those who are going to be having properties in this estate. And somebody wants to ask a question and says, sir, what about me, people like me who are not staying in Nigeria and I want to buy into this estate? Of course, it's open to everybody who love investment. All right. What you want to consider is not the location. What you want to consider is the return on investment. All right. And the strategicness of investment, which is very important. So having a property with us, definitely wherever you are in the world, the document is going to reach to you wherever you are. All right. We have partnership with dispersed company, and they're going to bring your documents down. So we avoid all this family issue. If somebody you bought land and then somebody collected the paper for the land and then sold the land behind you, all right, and you came back to the country, or you just want to check the country location, you came around to check your property, you discover that somebody else has built something on that property because it has been sold out to him. So to avoid all those kind of painful situation, you want to consider investing with a company that is going to give you your document anywhere you are in the world. Anywhere you are in the world. All right. So for anyone you've seen the video of the company and you of the property rather, and you love to invest in that property, don't forget, call the number now scrolling on your screen, 080. For more information, also contact the same number, 080-2619-3224. All right. So this will be where we're going to drop the curtain. We're going to be expecting your calls. All right. And before 12 midnight today, call to secure the offer. It doesn't last forever. It's just for today. All right. By tomorrow, who knows, it might increase. So please do your diligence to call the number. The other number you can call is 080-9999-5182. All right. For those outside the country, you can add +234 +234-80-9999-5182. Then the second number is +234. I'm going to personally attend to everyone who is going to contact us for this offer and push it for you. So +234-8026-193224. All right. So thank you for coming for this show, and I hope you have a broader knowledge of what you should invest in. All right. So I can't wait to have you invest in this property right away. So thank you, and see you soon. See you soon. Bye.